In our game against Alabama, our starting running back got injured. Pretty bad, torn shoulder. He's going to be out for another 5 weeks. That was an 8-week injury, and don't like the way that a lot of these uniforms look, but we're going to wear the alternate aways to fly to Hawaii and hope for the best. Running a 3-3-5, we don't, for no reason other than it's different than a 3-4 or 4-3. But offensively, we've really struggled this year. It's a lot of read options and a lot of short passes, slants, some hitches. Just simple stuff that we're able to move forward. And gosh, luckily they have a guy injured as well, but he's probably going to play if he's probable. Dowdle, our fastest player on the team, at least our fastest running back, really made the game against number 6 Texas, possible to win. But without him, we're just too slow at the running back spot. So next year we might just take the fastest player and actually strap the ball to him. And it's raining in Hawaii as well, so this could be a problem. I have turnover issues, so there's a pretty good chance that we're going to lose the turnover differential here. Essentially, what I say before every game is that if we can win the turnover battle, we'll have a good chance of winning the game. As that was not a good return. Medley played awful last game throwing. It's not all his fault. He has not the greatest receivers. Hitting buttons that I don't know what they do at this point. Set my adjustments early. And I'm too lazy to go by formation when I'm picking plays, so it's just whatever pops up and then I can audible out of it. But starting with a read option, 1st and 10, we are inside our own 20, and Thompson, you can see how damn slow they are, but then for some reason when we make quick cuts we get a lot of acceleration, so even if I'm running free, I'll probably make a cut just to get a little bit of extra speed. We'll give it right back to him up the middle. The 0-1 trap is one of my favorite rushing plays in this game, and again, you can see there, we just have to make cuts to be able to get open. As we will go triple option now, I guess. Moving the ball, all we have to do is face a not good defense, and we'll have a chance. But in the Mountain West, it's certainly not going to be easy. Lyra makes a man miss and might have had the first down. Yeah, we're moving the ball well enough, but it's always liable to stop. Lyra is our starting fullback and our 3rd string running back, and for a while he was our 1st string running back last year. So. Just shows what happens, and I think that should have been a face mask, but we'll take the 8-yard carry and shut up about it as we approach midfield here. And I think we're going to go to the air for the first time. Little play action pass. Again, even though our receivers are incredibly tall, the quarterback just doesn't quite understand throwing a high ball that only they can get to. So like there, he threw it pretty low on his body. And if we're throwing to anything in coverage, it's likely either going to get swatted away or picked. So you'll see that most of the time if I'm throwing, it's going to be to a wide open man, usually on some sort of slant. We don't have the speed to get deep on anyone as we go for a screen here, and this should work, except Thompson's slow as hell. This is probably one of our longest plays for Thompson ever. 24 yards there. But I think I've seen maybe twice that we've outrun a defender and thrown a deep ball. So it's pretty rare. And I don't expect it to happen this game. It usually only happens when we're desperate. There's a few solid players on the team as we're going to go 5 wide here and scramble. And I've got my Y, Newberry, inside the 5. 2nd and 1 is the call. And I guess that means that we still have a chance to get a first down, even though we're at the 1-yard line. And I would like to, I'm going to call the read option, but we'll likely just audible into that 0-1 trap and give it to Thompson up the middle. And this should be a touchdown on the first drive for the Giraffes. Or not. I don't like that. 3rd and 3. Too close to the end zone for me to feel comfortable passing. So we'll try a little read option again. And hopefully we'll actually read it correctly. This should be a touchdown for Benjamin Medley. Goes untouched. No late hits in the end zone. And the offense scoring a touchdown on the first drive doesn't happen often enough. So we're definitely excited about the way that this game has started. Another damn hair. Women. Kick this one off. See what our defense can do today. Against San Diego State, we held them to 4 field goals and 4 field goals only, except for the final play of the game, where we gave up a 40-something yard touchdown. So we need to do better than that. I typically run in the nickel 3-3-5 and go with a typical cover 3. Use the linebacker as kind of a rover of some sort. You know, if they're running a lot, we'll just continue to bring pressure, but otherwise I'm going to act as an outlet valve. Oh my gosh. A little bit of pressure release for the secondary, as we just let Cole McDonald, I think it's probably still Cole McDonald, I didn't pay, yeah, go for the run. They don't have his dreads in this game, and I guess, this is an air raid Hawaii, isn't it? I should probably pay attention to what I'm playing against. They're gonna pick up their first down, back-to-back completed, well, no, a completed pass and scramble. We're going to be probably mostly in the QB spy then. Try to prevent McDonald from making any plays on his feet. And maybe get some turnovers in the process. That would be optimal. 5 wide here for Hawaii. We're going to put some pressure on McDonald on this one and then maybe back out. They're going to have a guy wide open. Anytime a team's going to run an out route all the way across the field like that, I can guarantee you they'll be open against us. We don't have the speed to keep up with them, but then also just our zone isn't that great to begin with. At some point, we might try to go with a man defense. But, at this point, it's not going to be the case. Man, open, and Berg's able to knock it loose. I would hope so, since he's twice the size. But you're going to have to take what you can get in this defense. And a bit of a bend but don't break. 3 defensive stops in a row is all we're hoping for, as they're going to go to the air again. And, I saw that he was coming open. Couldn't get there in time to knock it free, so it's a new set of downs for the Rainbow Warriors. This could be a frustrating game. We're going to try a little bit of man defense. I'd like to get Boone actually over his man. And on 1st and 10. At one point, they're going to throw... or they're going to run the ball, and it's definitely going to catch me off guard, but not there. Just another easy little 6-yard pass, and Cole McDonald has started 4 of 5 through the air. Rushing 3 obviously isn't working. Way too much time, so try to bring Arrington into this a little bit, and there's McDonald scrambling, and a big hit on him. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but gave up his body, and he's going to essentially lose it down there. So, looks like we're going to have to bring some pressure and just hope that we can get to him afterwards. But rushing a 4 is what we're going to need, because 3 is obviously not working out. Culp with a little bit of pressure, and Newberry, I thought that was a pick. It's a dropped pass, so thankfully a 4th down, but I really did think that was our ball. Holding them to a field goal. Like I said, bend but don't break, and if we're lucky, they'll miss one of these. But we should maintain our lead. Rain might be a factor in this one. And they bonked it off the left upright. It's no good. And the Giraffes defense holds. Good news is college kickers aren't that great. So we will get that every once in a while. We didn't get it against Alabama, and we didn't get it against San Diego State. Like I said, every once in a while is all you need. Hopefully we can make this a 2-score game on this drive. That was a great first run from Thompson. Last game he only averaged around 3 yards a carry, if that. He's averaging 9 on his first couple in this one. We're going to go to the air on this first down. Little play action. And again, like I said, I had my X wide open. I couldn't get outside the pocket to throw that one away. And that's an embarrassing 12-yard loss there. Too slow to get around the edge, and we've got a long ways to go. Got to make up everything that we've gained so far in this drive with 2 plays. And he is open. It's Nehemiah Bobo. Just had to kind of stretch that one free, and now we're back to a third and slightly more manageable play. I don't like how many hits the quarterback's taking, but I don't really think I have too many options. We're running the deep post. Unfortunately, I don't think Bobo's going to get open. It's not fast enough. But enough to, oh my gosh, to maybe pull somebody out of the way as they just bring a blitz right up the middle. And Blessman Ta'ala is going to go unblocked. Benjamin Medley has taken a few big hits. We're going to have to punt this one away with less than a minute to go in the first quarter. And not a whole lot of Giraffes fans showed up at this game. Decent little kick near the 20. And I'm going to give him the easiest return of his life. Just let him run straight and go around him on accident. So hopefully the defense can shine. I would like a turnover from the D. I'm not really sure how lucky we'll get there. Expecting more passes. And no, they go to the ground, and it does not work out. Somehow, Freddie Hawley's able to get back to the line of scrimmage, but I imagine if that's how their first rush is going to end up, they're probably not going to stick with it too much. And we might see 1, maybe 2 more plays left in this quarter. 17 seconds left. Bring in the pressure. Now they're going to put it on the ground again, and yeah, look at me talking. He breaks like 5 tackles in a row. It picks up 18 yards. God damn it. I don't think that they'll get another play off, but you never know. 7 seconds is certainly enough time. And yeah, they will. McDonald, all day to throw. He's got a man wide open. And we're lucky to cut him down with the kind of diving tackle. Take his legs out from under him. McDonald is 5 of 7 for 58 yards. We do have the lead at the end of the first. But it's not enough. I need more than 7 points. Especially with the way that the defense has started this game. Kind of interestingly. Decent pressure all day in the pocket. And he throws his man into a bit of a suicide route, but he holds on to it. So McDonald better be buying this guy a beer, because that's a pop from a linebacker who's probably weighs twice as much as you and is just about twice as tall. Show blitz here. I'm kind of expecting this to be a run. It will be a handoff, and we're able to hit him in the backfield. All or nothing is what it seems to be. It was like this last game, where either we hit him near the, right at the line of scrimmage, or we allowed him to get like 10 plus yards. Kind of seems like that's where we're at in this game. Gonna show the blitz again. 3rd and 4. Was expecting a draw for a second. All day to throw for McDonald. He's gonna have a guy. And, oh my gosh, what a catch. Newberry wasn't able to go up and try to get a hand on that for some reason. And it's gonna be a 1st and goal from the 3. We're just gonna bring a lot of pressure. Dogs all go. Show blitz. And we'll hope for the best here. See if we can get into position to stop this at all. It's going to be a pass, and Blanks, ooh, got his hands on it. Good coverage on the one-on-one, way out alone in the end zone. And we'll force a 2nd and goal. Just going to keep bringing that pressure. And I'd like to hope that we can actually get to the quarterback at some point. He's going to run it. We were at the wrong hole, but we'll pop him for a loss of a yard. So 3rd and goal, we could hold him here. Should be a big goal line stand. And I think they go to the air on this play. I really do. So we will bring pressure. But it's not going to be a huge amount. 3rd and goal from the 3. Expecting a pass. Yeah, so they're 5 wide. And all day to throw for McDonald. The pressure's coming, and he gets hit. He got back to the line of scrimmage, so not a sack. But 4th and goal, we have managed to hold them to another field goal attempt. Again, that bend but don't break keeps showing up, and I think that might have been a false start. And that'll back them up. Probably make it a little bit more sure that they don't fake this.
Still 4th down.
So I'm fine with that. Obviously, they're close enough that it shouldn't alter the outcome of the kick. But if it makes if it acts as a deterrent for them to not fake it, I'm fine with that. I'd rather have them kick the field goal than go for it, to be honest. I know that my defense is capable of giving up stupid plays, so the last thing we need is for them to, you know, turn 3 points into 7. And Rodriguez, well, we bring another one out. Give him another shot. He's got some blocks. He's made a man miss, and by getting past the 25, and now almost to the 40, he's definitely made it worth it. So 5:04 left in the half. Maybe we make this the final drive, depending on how we move. Rain's still coming down in Honolulu. And Medley gonna roll outside the pocket here all day. We've got Vandermeulen, and oh, I think it might be the rain. He does typically have, you know, some cases of the dropsies every once in a while, but wide open on a slant route, hit him in the hands. And it's a dropped pass. Would have put us right around midfield after one play on the drive. Instead, we're going to have to do it on the ground, I guess. 3rd and 2. Great 8-yard carry. Really, really want to score on this drive. Hopefully we can pick up the first down. We're 1 of 2 on our 3rd down conversion so far today. I have a feeling that we picked this one up. We haven't been running the read option enough for them to hard counter it. It was a good play from the middle linebacker, but not enough. And now maybe we can go to the air a little bit. 4:30 left in the half. Trying to stay cognizant of that, as we're going to try a little screen. Thompson managed to get, I think, 8 yards out of the last one. And he's got a block. And he's going to get another 8 yards out of it. If I could have got to the outside, I tried to get a little stutter step, but the animation was weird. Thompson might be injured, but if I could have got to the outside, it might have turned into a few more. I can't complain. Clock moving. 4 minutes left. We're across midfield now. Medley's going to keep it. Can he pick up a block downfield? Yeah, he got one, but he needed more than that. And oh no, Medley... a little slow to get up. Interesting animation there. It did the transition like we were going to see an injured player, but as long as my quarterback is still in the game. No. Oh yeah, okay, he is. As long as my quarterback's still in the game, we'll be fine. Lyra, it's his 2nd, maybe 3rd carry of the game for 2 yards. And we're just going to try to keep chugging along. See, we don't have the most time in the world. 3.5 minutes, but or at the very least, on the edge of field goal range. 2nd and 8. Read option. We could get to the outside. No. Thompson just going to take it up the middle and get 5. I want to throw here, but you know, if my receivers are going to be dropping the ball when they're wide open, I'm very, very worried. Get outside the pocket here and just dump it off. Easy pass to Manning. Oh, I tried to juke. Maybe my thumbstick's broken because nothing happened. The juke might have been enough to spring us free for another 5 or 10 yards. I don't think we had the speed to get in the end zone regardless, but 2:58 now. We are inside the red zone. And Medley, oh no. We got hit with the jet lag. It always happens against Hawaii. I'll pop this up on the screen. This is our first season ever on a old dynasty, the Hood River Sharks, when we went to Hawaii, as Ashley Tolbert had the same thing happen, just a little bit longer, and then finally got free, but fumbled the football, also at Hawaii. It's a Gord Sharks team that went on to be one of the greatest dynasties of all time. Medley does a decent job getting a few yards back, but 3rd and 8, we're going to have a good pass here. And I'm liking the corner strike. And Thomas, what was he? One of the Hawaii players, I don't know what position he was, broke his thumb. He's going to be out for the game. I'm looking for Vincent here. Or not for Vincent, for Manning. Vincent's a secondary option. Manning should have the one-on-one. The timing's good. Manning's into the end zone, completely untouched. We're going to be able to extend that lead to 11 points, it seems like. Only one incomplete pass right now for Medley, and it was a drop. It wasn't even his fault. He hit his guy perfect. So surprisingly, the passing game has worked out very well as Kentucky, unranked Kentucky, is leading number 2 Florida Gators. I say unranked, but they're also 3-0. So kind of interesting. 1:48 and 3 timeouts is plenty of time for this Hawaii team to go down the field, especially since they're an air raid. So defense is going to have to step up. Question is, how well will they do it? And a fantastic goal line stand to hold them to a field goal the last time they were on the field. I hope to maybe get an interception here. All day to throw, and Newberry again kind of got his hands out there. We've had opportunities to get interceptions. They just haven't materialized. So it'll be 2nd and 10 and probably another pass. Gonna back out. That's a screen. I'm not there in time. Newberry again is in the position to make a stop, and if we're a little quiet, then let's make things a little bit louder. I've been trying to figure out, overall, for some reason, things are a little quiet, but if you know, might have to jack stuff up feeding. I've got everything about as high as it will go. 3rd and 9 here. They're burning clock because I guess they're worried. All their timeouts left though, so they just don't expect to convert this. Decent pressure. We timed that well, and this one should be picked off by Berg. He gets it. That looked like both feet on the ground, so 56 seconds in a timeout. We have all the opportunity in the world here to score. We don't even need to necessarily hurry up. Even a field goal would be a big benefit to us. Medley and Thompson on the read option. Medley's going to keep it. He's got a blocker, and doesn't get to use him, but he still gets 6 yards. And we'll go into the read option here. Try to get off a quick kind of pass. And on 2nd and 4, I'm liking my X. We time it right. It's, of course, Manning, our best receiver, by far, I think our fastest player on the team, or one of the fastest players on the team. And so we're going to pick up the 1st down. Apparently we didn't get out of bounds, so the clock is moving. But we are inside the red zone again. And again, getting outside the pocket. I like my Y. We get it off in time. It's Vandermeulen. And we're now inside the 5. This is what we should have been able to do to San Diego State, but unfortunately ended up as a loss. We absolutely should be 2-1, looking to go 3-1. But trying to get back to 500 with this game, as we are now up 21-3 on the Rainbow Warriors in Honolulu. Go ahead and kick this one off and hope for the best. There is still 21 seconds and 3 timeouts for Hawaii, so it's possible for them to score. But we just got to hope for the best. We have played Boise State since we're in the Mountain West, but I'm not sure what our schedule's looking like. I'm not sure if we're in the same division or not. I'm kind of assuming we are, but we can check after this game. And they're just going to run the ball because they figure that they're not going to, or they're just going to burn the clock, but they also take a timeout after getting the 1st down, so maybe we see a couple shots downfield. But we played Boise State last year, and I think we got kind of slapped by them. That's another damn screen. Can we get there with Arrington? Yes. So we bring him down. It's another timeout, and you know, they keep running these screens, and it's not working out for them. It really isn't. 2nd and 8, 14 seconds now. I'd love to see them keep throwing those, as, oh, they might get a free play out of this. We might have jumped offside. Oh my gosh. We find a man way downfield, and with 9 seconds left, we gotta prevent him from getting in a field goal range now. Not enough pressure. Final heave. Oh, never mind. They got out of bounds. 1 second on the clock. They're going to be in field goal range. We're obviously going to put our punt return team in, just in case for some reason they're short. But the fact that we allowed them to get into field goal range with 21 seconds is painful. They do miss, so they're 1 of 3 on field goals for the day. And our defense has done a pretty solid job. 21-3. See if we can stop them again. Start of the second half. We're probably going to go conservative on the play clock because if I know anything about the way that I play, it's the very, very likely to make mistakes, especially the longer my offense is on the field. So we're probably going to go conservative tempo and just kind of start trying to burn some clock. They go play action, which is not what I expected. It absolutely bamboozled me. And then Cole McDonald's going to scramble for 7 yards. Pretty solid first down for the Rainbow Warriors here. And, you know, yeah, if you just looked at the box score on yardage, you would not expect the result that you're seeing on the field. Just, you know, their offense has moved until they've gotten into scoring position, in which case we somehow take over a little bit. I can't complain. If the defense is getting stops, the defense is getting stops. And I guess that's that. 12 of 17 passing for McDonald. Only like 100 and some odd yards, but he also has an interception to go with that. Should be more than 1 interception. All day to throw. Man over the middle. And he's going to get popped. It's only a gain of 2. We're fine with that. 13 of 18. 135 yards. 135 yards through over a half of football is not good news if you're an air raid team. All day to throw again. He's going to find a man. And no, Berg. Oh, he has the worst hands in the world. Lewis Berg with a deflection. He did get a pick today, but Berg might have, you know, 20 deflections, you know, to each pick. His deflection to interception ratio is terrible. On 3rd and 8, got to watch a little bit for a screen. And hopefully we can pressure McDonald. Should have been a sack. Fortunately, gosh, he might have had guys open, but he just kind of made a bad throw. And we're going to get the ball back with an opportunity to start burning some clock. We prevented them from getting across midfield, I think. Or no, they just barely did. They got to the 49. Let's see, is this returnable? Yes, it is. Oh, no, never mind. That's right. Let it bounce in the end zone. It is technically, I'm glad that the AI decided not to go for that because I absolutely would have grabbed the ball there. As we're going to go conservative on the tempo, start burning some clock, and just run the football. Even if it doesn't work out well, we're still up 3 scores. So, you know, we don't necessarily have to play incredible medley. Just go ahead and slide down. Somehow got to the edge, made a man miss. So, moving the football pretty well. Keep it on the ground here. Outgain them. Maybe put up some more points, but getting to the end, getting to, you know, triple zeros with a lead on the board is our main priority right now. Because we failed to execute that last week and, you know, walked out of San Diego with a loss that we did not expect to have. 2nd and 12 now. Triple option, just because. And Thompson gets a couple yards back, but on 3rd and 9, we will finally have to go to the air. We're going to be very predictable on offense. Run, pass on 3rd downs, unless they're short. Since we're kind of left side of the field, we go for the smash. We're looking for Manning. Really depends on what the coverage does. And no, the coverage is all over him, so we'll hit Vandermeulen, and Eddie's able to hold on to that one. 1st down. Quarterback doesn't get hit, and we can just continue to run. Very good news all around. Give this one to Thompson. We should be in the 4th quarter real soon at this rate. They're pretty solid. I feel like San Diego State's always pretty solid. They're like, you know, right on the verge of, if they had probably maybe more money or more exposure being in like a Power 5 conference, they would probably do all right. But I think one of their problems is and Boise State and Fresno State. A lot of Mountain West teams, I think their problem is being G5. It just makes it, you know, that much more difficult to recruit too. But they do a really good job with what they've got. I've been really impressed with the Mountain West this year.
That'll bring up 3rd and 4.
5 of 6 on 3rd down so far today. I don't think we'll convert this one, to be honest. Gonna run it up the middle, and yeah, not going for it. 4th and 2, we'll kick our field goal after we burned a lot of time out. And 44-yarder's not easy. We've got kind of a crosswind. I did miss kind of an easy one earlier today. We're gonna put that right down the middle and make it a 3-touchdown lead. Pretty late in the 3rd quarter. Kick this one off. And, kind of hope for the best, really. Defense, I would like another pick, is what I want. Oh gosh, that's not going to be easy. I gotta say, I'm scared of Boise State. I'm a Oregon fan, so it's been pretty rough having to deal with games against Boise. I think that they should win. I've got faith. It's just Air Force. Ooh, good move. We might get called for a late hit on the quarterback here. If this guy ever hits the ground. No, we don't. I juked the shit out of the guard there, but it wasn't quick enough to get to the quarterback. Feels bad. Ooh, again we got to the quarterback. He's able to complete his pass for another 9 yards. Hawaii's moving pretty easily on this drive. I'm getting a little bit worried. Maybe it's because we got some second string defensive guys out here, but I don't like the way this has worked out. I could see them going to the ground on this play. No. McDonald, another guy open. It's JoJo Ward again. 8 more yards. Hawaii's been pretty impressive so far. I'm a 49ers fan, although I don't follow the NFL nearly as much as I follow college football. But it's, you know, interesting living in the Pacific Northwest and being a Niners fan because everybody else in the world up here is a Seahawks fan. God damn it, do I hate the Seahawks. Oh, come on. Our nose tackle just tries to yeet the center out of the way and is going to give him 5 yards. So 2nd and 7 is going to turn into 2nd and 2. They're in field goal range, so they should be scoring unless we can get a turnover. And the defense is just not, this isn't their drive. Can't win them all, I guess, but I'd like to see more than just, you know, rolling over and getting obliterated like this. This could be a pick. Oh, Newberry gets his hands on it, and it's not good enough. And hey, that's I do. Yeah, I really like following like Ducks players in the NFL. Like I don't care about the Titans, but you know, as long as Mariota's there, I want them to do really well. Oh, Berg. We had 2 guys kind of barely sandwiched there and just not able to pick up what I thought could have been an interception. Ah, Your Excellency, so you're a Birds fan. Go Birds. Oh man, Philly fans are crazy. This is a rowdy bunch there. I just completely whiffed the sack. We still get him, but that could have been probably 5 yards deeper.
That'll bring up 2nd and 11.
Can we get a stop here? We got him in 2nd down. It's an option. This should be a stop in the backfield. Yeah, okay. They'll lose another yard on the run play. Obviously shows why they don't run often. The run blocking isn't great. And we're able to swallow that one up. Good open field tackles. And a 3rd and 12. Good chance to force him to kick another field goal. I have not played the new Madden. I honestly don't like the new Madden at all. Like, just this one and like last year's, I think that the animations make the game look so just like unrealistic to me. Like when a player runs and like the cuts that they make, they just look just bizarre. Jukes don't look real. I don't like any of it. They went for it on 4th, and I don't have 19. I do, because it's the one that corresponds with this game, like where you can import players from this game into it. I do have Madden 25, but we rarely play that. And somehow, again, the defense doesn't give up points. They went for that one on 4th down, and let's hope we don't give up points on the offense. Safety. You're going to call that a safety? He was out of the end zone. Well. Oh, that's disappointing. Oh man. The only reason I would get 20 that's the one that just came out, right? Or is it 19 that just came out? Whatever the newest one. The only reason I would get it is because the Ducks are in it and there's some college football. But I don't have any like real interest in playing Madden. Just also I don't like the Ultimate Team stuff. It's just not my cup of tea. I've just never been a fan of that style of game. Like I don't like it in 2K either. I prefer dynasties and my career type stuff. So with the big focus these days on my team or Ultimate Team, it's just kind of goes away from my interests a little bit. Oh man, I can't believe we gave up a damn safety. 24-5. Oh, we did get it into the 4th quarter. Oh, what a pass and what a catch. So many deflections from this team, but somehow we've only managed to get 1 pick. It's very frustrating. That was a good pass, though. Kind of like across his body, off his back foot, opposite side of the field. And he managed to fit it in there, so credit to Cole McDonald on that pass. Maybe we can get him to go for it on 4th again. 2nd and 3. I could see a run again, but with 4:30 left, they're technically not out of it. It's a 3-touchdown game. And we're just going to run straight through and drill McDonald. Getting a little hoarse. 3rd and 3. What can we do here? This should be a pick, right? Blanks with the interception. Take the touchback. Finally, we got another one, and this is probably the biggest place. Like, look at the size difference there. Biggest place where the size difference matters is when they throw. Try to throw back shoulder corner of the end zone, because it's so difficult for them to get that pass over our guys. But on offense, that size difference is completely negated just by bad ball placement from the AI. But we get the ball back. If you think about it, really the defense, the whole thing with the safety, the defense was able to stop them from scoring a touchdown or hitting a field goal, and instead gave up 2 points by putting the offense in a bad spot. That's the way we'll look at it. So the best option there was to give up 2 instead of 3. Trying to make myself feel better about having a damn safety. 3 minutes left in this game. We can get the hell out of here. Fly back home, and I don't think we've had a single home game yet this season. This will be 5 away from home. So, backloaded. But it makes sense, you know? No one wants to play in the desert of Arizona when it's still pretty warm in the early fall. So, we let it get a little bit later in the season, then backload all our home games, and apparently just have a lot of success running the football. We get to go take our vacation to tropical yet rainy Hawaii. 2 minutes left. I don't think I can screw this one up. I felt very confident with 2 minutes left in the San Diego State game. And we ended up losing that one at the last second, but it would take an absolute miracle for them to come back on this one. Thompson's one good carry away from a 100-yard game. I don't think he's going to get it, and I'm pretty sure we'll see Lyrer in soon. We'll run him up the middle, and, you know, if he's lucky, no. There it is, 100 yards for Thompson. Not often that my running backs are going to get 100-yard gains just because they're so slow. They don't really have a chance to break it off. It's tough between the tackles kind of running. He doesn't lose it. There's a chance if he gets hit behind the line there that he goes back below. But one more play, and we're going to run it just to run it. And let's hope for the best. Lyrer is in. The final play of the game, barring anything crazy, is going to be a first down and an 8-yard carry. Does he average 6 per carry on the game? Burn out the clock. Triple zeros. We have the lead. We're back to even on the season. 2-2. Should be 3-1. But you know, crazy thing happened, and hopefully we get a chance to avenge our loss at some point in the conference play. 1-1 in the conference. 2-2 on the season. Our out-of-conference wins were a number 6 Hawaii and a loss to number 1 Alabama. Should have won that game. Too many mistakes. Curious to see what we can do with our recruiting this week, and how many points we can take off. Any crazy losses there? No. We definitely won the battle. Only 50 rushing yards for Hawaii. But those 2 turnovers certainly didn't help. Ben Medley, 1 incomplete pass, no turnovers. We won like I say, if we win the turnover battle, we're likely to win the game, and we won it by 2 there. But if you look, we're probably still -6 on the season. Only 4 games in. It's been pretty rough. We've got a home game, an away game, a home game, a home game, a home game. And we do play Boise in Week 11 feeding. So that's probably either tomorrow or the day after, because this is going to be our last game today. We've been on for 3 hours so far, but we are definitely back loaded with a whole hell of a lot of home games. So our home field advantage isn't huge, but at least we won't be walking into any crazy hostile stuff, with the exception of like you going up to Boise and having to play on the Smurf turf. It won't be easy. But by then we might have our starting running back in action, so it'll certainly help give us a little bit more offensive production. And you know, even if he's not great, it gives us a little bit of depth, keeps legs a little bit more fresh, and just adds an extra layer that Boise would have to game plan for. But we're going to do the recruiting and then call it good. Just today, we added a loyalty point system. If obviously I've given myself a ton, but it builds through follows and subs and all that good stuff, and then just hanging out. Double as much if you're active. So the only thing you can redeem them for right now is oh lordy, cat treats for the cats. We're working on getting them trained so that they have a Pavlov response, because the alert is a nice loud yeet that plays through the speakers in the room, and they're only 15 points each. But I'm curious to see if I just set it up for a little bit of fun and to get the cats involved, because the cats are 2 of my emotes. But good XP stuff, and 2-1 Nevada won't be the easiest game. We got pretty slapped around by them last week. And we've got 200 points to allocate in recruiting, and then we can call it good. And actually, I guess there's probably some guys that we should be taking points out of. We are... Did I already go overall? Yep, so Andre Anderson, not going to get him. Maurice Porter will get... Actually, probably take a lot of points out of some of these top guys. We're up 2,000 points already. We'll wait to take points out once we hit 2,000. Big leads with a lot of these players. Offer some scholarships around. And let's see if maybe we can wrangle a couple of guys back in. We really want to get any quarterbacks that we can get because tall quarterbacks are rare. And that's probably the hardest position that we'll have to find. Yeah, we'll throw a few more points that way. 8 guys ready for visits, so we'll set those up. And we want to go. Let's get these visits early. I'm pretty confident we'll win this game at Nevada, and if we can get guys committed early, that will allow us to free up recruiting points. So sure, we could schedule them later in the season and potentially get more points, and that's what we'll do if there's a conflict of interest. But we want to get as many guys committed as early as possible. We're sending a lot of guys to this Nevada game. Just a whole lot of them. Patrick Hardy, you're the last one, and it's a complimentary visit as well. So we are only, what is that, like 80 XP away? 70 XP away from leveling up. And we'll be able to probably just put that into points for the later half of the season. And you know, we'll be looking pretty solid. Actually, we can put that in points for this early part of the season still. Regardless, 2-2, big wins. A couple disappointing losses as well. And ESPN is going to say that we are probably top 50 right now. After that one, oh nope, we only moved up 1 spot, but 52 with a good outlook for the next 2 years. And you know, more than anything, that's fantastic. So we're going to call it good there. I want to thank Tony LeVay and our dear leader and the Dirty Casual and Your Excellency, or His Excellency, King Horse, for the follows. That's big ups. And then Dirty Casual for the Dirty Casual little raid. I don't think I've got anything else. I will probably be on at around sometime around noon Pacific tomorrow as well. It's Thursday. There's a small chance that I'm back on later tonight if I get super bored, but that cannot be counted on. Pretty solid wins, and I'm excited about where this team's going. Not winning the national championship, but we're in a pretty good spot. So thanks again for watching, and wherever you are, have a good night or have a good morning, and we'll see you later. Adios.